What if I told you that one of the weirdest basses is an actual production model by one of the biggest bass manufacturers on the planet? I say weird, but by that I mean totally awesome. This is the Ibanez Ashula, the fretted fretless bass. Let's check it out. Hi you lovely people of the internet, welcome to Bass the World. My name is Gregor Fries and on the Ibanez Ashula we have my buddy Lars Lehmann today. This bass is special in every meaning imaginable. It's a Soundgear 7-string bass with a regular EADG 4-string bass at the bottom and a fretless EAD 3-string bass on top. This combination allows you to switch back and forth seamlessly between the two styles. Of course, the Ashula or the Ibanez SRS7, which is the official name, comes with a very wide neck. It has a 17mm string spacing and a whopping 63mm width at the nut. But it plays a lot more comfortable than these numbers might suggest. Soundgear basses are usually amongst the most comfortable out there, and considering this is a 7-string, they reached an unexpected level of comfort. The most surprising thing about this bass is the raised fingerboard for the fretless section. Since frets add to the general height, they wanted to make sure this doesn't feel like two different basses, which results in an amazingly thick piece of Bubinga for the fretless fingerboard. The fretless section also got its own pickup system, a set of piezo's that are integrated in the bridge that got their own set of controls. A volume and an active tone plus 4 little trim pods on the back to set each individual string volume. The fretted part got a beautiful Indian rosewood fretboard on this 2-octave neck, made from 7 pieces of maple, walnut and Bubinga. I say 2-octave neck, but this is only true for the fretless section. It's actually even a bit more than that. Underneath we have 22 frets, which make the Ashula surprisingly also a really cool slap bass. Considering the huge neck mass, the sound of this bass is surprisingly agile. Usually basses with 6 or even more strings tend to get really stiff, which results in a less resonant behavior. I don't know how they possibly achieved that, but this bass sounds like a fresh, funky 4-string. Lars and myself couldn't believe our ears when we recorded the sound samples a few weeks ago. These basses seem to defy several laws of physics. Crazy. But now let's go back to the specs. The body is made from Okoume and the top is made from a strip of ash in the middle underneath the strings and 2 pieces of poplar burl at the sides. The finish is called Cosmic Blue Starburst. The fretted part of the Ashula comes with Ibanez's own SRS Super J pickups, a volume control and an active 2-band EQ. The little toggle switches between the piezo and the magnetic pickups and a middle position where both sections are running at the same time. Obviously this bass is, especially at the beginning, a little hard to play. It's extremely comfortable for a 7-string, but it's a 7-string nonetheless. So please excuse that we weren't able to combine the two parts as you would after you bought this and really learned how to utilize this special and unique design. I can already see the comments coming, Jaco only needed 4 strings, but to those people I say, Jaco was an innovator. Guess what this is? Of course, this is a novelty bass. I don't expect to see them on stages all around the country anytime soon. But for the creative, adventurous bass player, this is a really interesting addition to the collection. No matter if you like 7-string basses or not, if you ever see this in the music shop, give it a try. Kudos to Ibanez for creating such a special bass and making it available for a very reasonable price. It's not cheap, but it's just a fraction of the price of what you would pay if you get something like this built as a custom bass. If you want to try it out, please check the links in the video description. We're working with a bunch of different Ibanez dealers here in Europe, in the US and the UK, where you can order this very fascinating 7-string. If you order this or anything else through these links, these dealers pay us a little kickback, which is a massive help to keep this channel running. And if you decide to do your next purchase through one of these links, thank you very much. And now I would like to know, what do you think about the Ishula? Would you give it a try? Let me know in the comments, and please leave a like if you enjoyed this video. That's it from me, Fries out. Bye bye. Bass Bro.